Producer Beto's in my brain because this is what I wanted to get to as well. Someone who's avoided injury as of late, knock on wood for him, Neymar Jr. has been called up to the Brazilian national team for the first time in almost a year and a half for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Colombia and, as we mentioned, Argentina. The last time Neymar played with Brazil was in October 2023 when he tore his ACL and meniscus in that left knee. 33-year-old recently made his way back to his boyhood club, Santos, as we know. Shaq, deserved call up here for Neymar?
Difficult for me to see. I just have not seen Neymar for Santos. Now, if he's anything like the Neymar that he once was, then absolutely deserved call-up. If he's not, then it just feels kind of fabricated. And while I get it, Neymar is a big draw, this is Brazil we're talking about. And Brazil have never been in the habit of including players in an effort to put bums in seats, in an effort to put TV revenue and marketing. Brazil has always done everything about their national team game with an eye to winning the World Cup, the game's biggest prize. And that's been the be-all and end-all of it. So unless it fits in with that narrative, then I'm not sure how you justify it. That caveat being, it may very well be justified because he is playing that well for Santos.
Yeah, I mean, look, Brazil needs this personality, I think. It's big. They're in the 5th place. I think they most likely make it, but big games. Argentina, I mentioned. I think the other one is Colombia. So those are big matches. Look, he looks happy. We've seen him go viral. Flicks and tricks are there, but there's end product as well. 4 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, I think. I looked it up.
You're right.
That's not that's pretty good. That means that he's healthy, he's happy, he's very much capable. And if you throw a player with this personality, and I look down, and we just talk about Rodrigo, we just talk about Rafinha, we have Vini Jr. there. We have young Estevao, 17-year-old, just scored a couple goals for Palmeiras. They could use a number 9. That's the issue, right? Because there's no number 9. They're all playing the same position. Yeah. Although Neymar now plays kind of like behind the striker. But, at 9, João Pedro, okay, Premier League, he's doing okay. But, that's not your real Ronaldo or Romario, So that may be an issue. But I think between all those players we've seen, they can manage. I think that it doesn't mean automatically that he walks in, because I just mentioned the players in form that he have in the wide areas. Although maybe he thinks, because he's been playing central, so maybe that's going to be the spot where he's not going to compete on the left-hand side where he usually likes to play, right? Remember him on the left-hand side, but you have Vini, as I mentioned, you have Rafinha on the other side, Savinho. But I'm okay. Let's bring him in while he's in form. Let's see how he looks alongside truly players in unbelievable form that he once was, right? When we mentioned those big names. And, it's not like you have to play him, but to include him in a group where he is very well liked, right? Yeah. And that's important in group. Shaka and I have been there. Sometimes player comes in and changes the mentality of the dressing room. You have these 2 massive games. You're going to be together for 10 days. And I'm sure there was a conversation that went something like, okay, we like to bring you in, but no guarantees here. And if he's mature enough now, which I think he is, to say, hey, I'm just happy to be back. Not like before where he walked in and, people carrying his shoes and he knows he plays from the beginning until the end if he's playing well or not. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really interested to see how he's going to do here with Brazil. Going back to Brazil with Santos, that mentality more than anything, we're seeing him play with confidence that we haven't seen maybe since his Barcelona days.